Guys, look who we found. Baboons on the entire street. Come on, look at them. After a couple of nights in Chivale National Park, unfortunately our stay at Primate Lodge has come to an end, but the journey across Uganda still continues, and that is in the southwestern part of Uganda. That's Queen Elizabeth National Park, and let's keep exploring the Pearl of Africa. So almost 2.5 hours later, we are here, and this is Elephant Plain. So welcome to Elephant Plain.
Every moment tonight, they led me to you. Every single time you look at me, I lose it too. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be.
So this is Elephant Plains Lodge, and I'm seated right here at the lounge. It's a chilly afternoon. I'm having my dessert from having lunch, and I should say it's a pretty nice view right here as you're seeing Lake Chikorongo on the one side and then Lake Edward on the other. It's quite accessible with a 10 to 20 minutes drive away from the national park entrance, and you get to pass the Equator on your way to the national park. They have this really spacious lounge with a very authentic African touch. The seats, tables and the chairs are made of African material. As you sit at the balcony, you get to see Lake Chikorongo, and they have this telescope that you can use to see animals as they come to drink water at the shores of the lake, especially in the afternoons. And if you're one of those persons that fancy the swimming pool, well, this right here is your space, one of the spots that you'd spend the rest of your afternoon, given that Queen Elizabeth National Park is most of the times a hot place, but today is a bit chilly. However, this would be a cool space, a very huge swimming pool that you can come and spend your afternoons to cool off the heat from the sun.
Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, smoking cigarettes behind the school. Always trying to be cool, trying to be those bad guys, you know.
Welcome to my room here at Elephant Plains, a very beautiful space where I'm sitting here at the balcony of the room. I'm able to see Lake Chikorongo. I just want to show you a little bit of how this beautiful space looks like on the inside.
Everything was black and white.
At any point of the day or the night, if you feel thirsty, you could always just go by your bedside and grab a glass. We are having MV Kazinga all to ourselves, and really smart guys. My name is Brian.
I'm called John Bosco.
John Bosco.
Yeah, called the Musinguzi Isaac.
Musinguzi Isaac, yeah. Just like me, Mr. Musinguzi. Nice to meet you guys. So who is the captain?
Captain is there inside.
Captain is on the inside, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, let's get into this beautiful, amazing MV Kazinga.
Here where we are on the shores of Lake Edward, on one of the fish landing sites called Lake Katwe Fish Landing. But you find that both on Ugandan side and even the Congo sides, there are also fish landing sites. And this lake where we are on right now is shared between Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The biggest portion of the waters of Lake Edward is on the side of Congo, which is about 70%. And for us on Ugandan side, we only have the 30% of the waters of Lake.
Look at all these animals here. We have hippos, buffaloes right there, and one huge elephant just scratching its body against the tree. Look at those buffaloes running. Wow, that's so beautiful. Look at this family of hippos. Just a few minutes on the marine experience. Look at that family of elephants right there. They're from having, I think, a drink and swimming in the lake. This is such an amazing experience because you're able to see lots of animals, lots of birds, lots of buffaloes, hippos, elephants, all swimming just in the shores of the Kazinga Channel. This is the upper side of the boat where you could come and get top of the roof experience where you can view almost everything within this range. Just as you can see, right behind me, and then on the inside you could get a very close experience and look at the animals when you're next to the captain. Really lovely experience, and I'm loving it here. That has been 3 hours of an amazing experience on Kazinga Channel with lots of wildlife. Sebo kulikayo. Sebo kulikayo.
It was good.
Yeah, like that. So guys, we found an amazing herd of elephants right here. I just want to capture them while they're crossing, and this is going to be a Nat Geo moment for me. Look at that amazing view of elephants. It's like a big herd of elephants like crossing over from the lake where they're getting some water and now back into the bush. Bye bye elephant, see you next time. Bye bye elephant. Time for the game drive, and here we go. Good morning from Queen Elizabeth National Park. We just got here, made a clearance here. 20,000 shillings for Ugandans or East African nationals, and 30,000 shillings for the vehicle or the car that you come with. And the rest of the story is going to be on the inside of the national park. We are started with a game drive at Queen Elizabeth National Park, and there's this really cool thing that the guides do. They share their contacts, and whoever spots the wildlife first will call the rest of the guides. So lions have been spotted somewhere, and that's where we are heading. Look at what we see first. A lioness and a couple of cubs. We came across a lot of waterbacks right here, and most of these are males. The interesting thing about game drives is that you cannot predict exactly how much or what you're going to see in the wild. However, it's very advisable that you do game drives in the morning as the sun, before the sun rises, or late in the evening as the sun sets. For the very first time, I saw cobs that were on a mating ground, and they were mating, and a couple of fights from the cobs when on the mating ground. And the most interesting thing is that I've seen more waterbacks today than I've seen in any other game drive. This gentleman right here is the famous guy you've seen carrying out experiments on the southern side and the northern side of the equator and at the equator line, and it's going to be explaining to us exactly what happens.
So here we carry out a water experiment for the equator. It's all about the Coriolis effect. Coriolis effect is a science where you find objects are deflected to the right in the northern hemisphere, they are deflected to the left in the southern hemisphere, creating a bulge in the center, and because of that bulge there can't be spinning, so water goes down the drain straight on the equator. It turns counterclockwise in the south and clockwise in the northern hemisphere, right?
So you see how it spins counterclockwise, so that's how you know you are in the southern hemisphere. So let us see what happens right in the north. So you stabilize the water with it spin. So as it spins, it will form the vortex in the middle, and when the vortex applies and through the leaf, you'll see it spin clockwise. So let us see what happens right in the center.
What? Nothing.
So it goes down very straight. So the reason it doesn't spin is the same reason we never see hurricanes, giant storms cross the equator. They only affect countries near the poles where spinning is strong. Here they are deflected back to the right, to the left. We can't have hurricanes because of the equator. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. So when the Queen of England came to Queen Elizabeth National Park, before it became Queen Elizabeth National Park, this is a spot right here where she stood, and to commemorate her visit to the Republic of Uganda. This whole national park that initially was called Kazinga National Park was renamed to Queen Elizabeth National Park, and this right here is the beauty of Uganda. So if you've not subscribed to the channel, Please make sure you subscribe if you've watched it for the very first time on my channel and you've been able to watch it to the end. Thank you so much, I really appreciate. And if you're new here, please subscribe. Leave a comment if you like the video, and I'm really excited about what more content I'm bringing you as I journey across the Pearl of Africa. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.